here we go, ready for round 2. Hello, this is Hasselhouse Reviews here, and it's back-to-back videos for the first time for this channel, at least I think. And today, as I said yesterday, it is a review of Tim Burton's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the 2005 remake, or second adaptation I should call it. So, now, if you haven't seen my thoughts of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory from yesterday, I'll put it in a title card right now, and as a thumbnail at the end of this video. So, basically this is a one-to-one, same story as the first movie, so I don't have to do really anything here to describe the story. If you haven't heard the story, look at my first review. But anyway, so this is so basically you should just discuss the story, what works and what doesn't. So what does work? Well, first off, I think the story being more faithful to the book is a main plus for me. It works out so well here, and I'm grateful for that. There's a plus I can easily give to this. I gotta admit, Tim Burton's direction, this is also pretty good. Roald Dahl is one of his influences, and it really shows. He completely loves this world and the characters, so I'm glad he directed this, and he did pretty well. The score by Danny Elfman's pretty good too. It's got a bit more of a haunted feel to it, and it can work. It does, but it does work in most cases. There are songs in this. The song's actually from the original book, which I actually do like. Those being the Oompa Loompa songs describing the mischievous kids. So I give it a pass. I like the songs in this, with the exception of one, which we'll get to later. The visuals in this, of course, visuals in Tim Burton's movies are always really good. Sometimes a bit uncanny, like in the Alice in Wonderland movie, but in this it works out really well. It feels like you're in an actual chocolate factory. Combine that with the great sets, they're all good, and I really enjoy it. That's one of the best things. It's a visual sight to the eyes, and I love it. The actors in this are pretty good, especially for the kids. The actors they got for the kids are much better than the original movie, as is the actor for Grandpa Joe, who's he might be a little bit better than Jack Albertson, but either way, it's still pretty good. And I feel like everyone has the right amount of screen time in this, especially for the kids. None feel like they got more screen time than others. I'm grateful for that. That fixes up everything, and to be honest, they fixed up most of the problems, most of the dumb changes from the first bunny, like the squirrel room's back. The Great Grass Elevator has a bit more of a role. There's no Wonka mobile, no Wonka puns. There's a bunch there. They fixed up a lot of things in this. No Slugworth, no nothing that felt really out of place. Yep, the dad's alive. That's great too. So I guess Charlie's dad's alive. So I'm grateful for that. But so you must think I must enjoy this a lot, and I do. Is it perfect? Not quite. There are problems. First off, let's get some of the minor ones done. The first movie, despite being called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, was more focused on Charlie, like the original book, which is good. Despite being called Charlie, it's more focused on Willy Wonka, where it tells more into his backstory, his upbringing, and the fact that Christopher Lee is his father. Sorry, I said Christopher Reeve there. And well, I like Christopher Lee. He does seem like a strange addition. I didn't think I needed to see Willy Wonka's backstory. So yeah, that's a bit of a problem. And being a Tim Burton movie, it does look a lot darker, and I miss the lighter look of the first movie, honestly. I mean, there are some lighter moments, but it's mostly dark. I mean, most of it's is cloudy and all that, and snow falling in the background. Yeah, bit of a dreary color palette. The design of the Oompa Loompas they're not that great as the first movie. In the first movie, they are iconic. This one's just one guy who's changed to look like more Oompa Loompas. I forget the name of the actor. Put it in the comments if you know who it is. That would help. Yeah, but it doesn't really work. I also... Then, of course, there's the irritating Willy Wonka song when they get introduced to Willy. That's annoying. Big time. And they also add a lot of... In the final act, they add a bit of the plot of Greek Glass Elevator. And I've already stated before, the Greek Glass Elevator isn't really one of Dahl's best works. And yeah, it just feels a bit tacked on, honestly, because it focuses... They add the Great Glass Elevator to transport everything from everywhere. Yeah, it works. It doesn't really work. But we have two big problems. But the two big problems are the two main actors in the movie. We'll get to the main problem soon. Let's start with the second one once I get the sound going again. Okay, problem number one. Freddie Highmore as Charlie. I think I liked Peter Osborne and I forget the name of the kid who played Charlie in the first movie. He was fine, but Freddie, look, I'm going to be honest, Freddie's not my favorite actor. I mean, I find him more better as a voice actor than stand-up acting. I don't know, it's just I'm not a Freddie Highmore fan. In fact, a lot of people aren't. Sorry. But then, of course, we have Johnny Depp as Willy Wonka. Yeah, I agree. His performance is absolutely bad. The laughter is annoying. His antics are annoying. He looks strange. He's a lot. The character's not the same as it is in the original book or in the 70s movie. He's completely a jerk. They throw in his backstory, a backstory that doesn't feel needed. In fact, to be honest, Depp is not Wonka. Wilder, even though he wasn't the first choice by Dahl, is. It just feels like a miscast. I mean, Tim Burton we all know that Johnny Depp's a Tim Burton regular, so I think he just threw him in there for status quo. I really would have liked a different actor. Yeah, and I think a lot of people would have. So yeah, it really is not a good performance. Look, I'm not going to go too much into that. Look, I don't like it. A lot of people don't. So yeah. But in regards to this, I still think it's a good movie to watch. I mean, it's not the classic like the 70s is, but it is still a good movie in its own right. In fact, I forget, to be honest, it's better to watch. I feel like more people are starting to like this more now after the third adaptation, which was a crossover with something else. And as I said before, I'm not reviewing it. Not yet. It might come later this year. It probably will. But I'm not telling you when. You just gotta watch it. But in the meantime, honestly, I think I should give us I'm gonna give us a 6.5 out of 10 has stars. So yeah, it's a lower score than Willy Wonka, but honestly, I kind of like this more. You know, I'm giving this a low score. It's tough. This movie's a tough one to give. I mean, got a lower score, but I like watching it. But I like it more. So yeah, it's tough. But in the end, give it a go. I think there might be some stuff you'll like. If you weren't a fan of the first movie, I'm probably not going to be a fan of this. If you want a more faithful adaptation, if you hated the first movie and you want a more faithful adaptation to the original book, you'll enjoy it. So, what's next on my channel? Well, I'm going to take a break of reviewing movies. I kind of need a break. So, it's back to video. I'm going to do a couple of video game reviews, and maybe even review a TV series. But that's the next time. In the meantime, happy Easter, and this is Hassan Reviews out. Ciao.